Yeah, we have power, but the authority rests in the hands of others. Also, I make it a point always, man, to let you know that we do not advocate religion. We do not advocate anybody else's culture but our own. There's too many that come up here consistently in this cycle and they want to talk about Farad, they want to talk about Noble Drew Ali. I very seldom hear you talking about what Allah, the Father's teachings have done for you. It's very clear, man. We're not playing around. Some of us have been around here for a long, well, I know I have. And I've seen us at our best, and I dare say I've seen us at our worst. Anytime you fall victim to false information coming from other sources, other disciplines and culture, then you set yourself up, man, to be led in the wrong direction. We manifest love here. We love all our people. But yet and still, we know, man, the time has come, man, that our people have got to hear the truth. Not the watered down truth, but to hear the truth. And that teaching is in our communities. The parliament is really no place for teaching. It's not. Our teaching, our duty is in there, man, with the children that are in the street. That are in need of guidance. And that's what it is. The same way we civilized man in the 1970s, we can do it again here. All they need is correct guidance and those men that got the chutzpah, what they call it, the courage to go and confront them, man, where they're at. You know, don't minimize, man, the strength of the truth, because that's what we're in possession. That's what a 5% is. He is a truth bearer and is a truth giver, right? Regardless of what anybody thinks. We have stand on our own, man, our accomplishments. There's such, man, that, man, you heard about the regionalization of our nation. We now, man, are in South America and Central America as well. Don't forget that they, men, are hungry for what we have, right? We're here to teach the whole world, right and exact, regardless of whom or what, no matter what they say. Peace, God, and earth. Peace. 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 God. No. Peace!
Peace! That's what I want. All right, peace. I come in the divine name is Father, Son, born eternal, great mind of love. Today's mathematics is understanding cipher. You know what I'm saying? Understanding, we don't understand. We have to understand our cipher. All right? And today, what I'm presenting to y'all is an economic plan that I came up with. Because we need it. For years, months, and days, to be exact. Power bill years. Good. Power bill years. Listen real closely. You know what I'm saying? Listen very closely. Power bill years. I've been in this nation about 39 years myself. I got it when I was 13. Some of y'all have been here 40-something years or something like that or more. You know what I'm saying? And during this time, if any one of you in this Parliament right now can tell me what kind of resources we ever had in all them years on a serious tip. Speak.
Peace, Lord. My name is Lord F. Geneva. And we've always had ourselves as resources, number one. We've always had the ability to communicate with each other on an equal plan. We always had the willingness to know and understand that we don't negotiate. And that we always focused on the good of the nation before we focused on the good of our individual selves. In other words, we always focused on the wisest amongst us. We always was willing to learn from the wisest amongst us. So we always had that resource. As far as that growth and development, that was manifested through the fact that many of us participated in many different things. We sold books. We got in the community. We did things to come back to the school with resources that we personally brought back to the school from our experiences in other areas.
Where's that?
No, wait a minute. I'm not saying where it is. I'm saying that it's
that's what I'm saying. It's now Nation of Air, God.
Okay, God.
Now
that's
Nation of
where
Air.
it is. Where it is.
I want to cut your wisdom, but I'm up here building. I asked a question for a reason.
Okay.
See, I understand where you're going, but I'm not talking about those resources.
Okay.
The resources.
Let me say
do not
peace.
listen.
Let me say peace, and you can continue your.
All right, go ahead. Peace.
Peace, though.
All right. Now, the resources I'm talking about,
All right.
our school need to be fixed. And it's been like that for years. I'm one of the brothers, as many others brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, who cried out SOS. Before me, my big brother Colleen, Power Paper, was one of the main ones doing it. In fact, if not, he probably is the first one that started that. You see what I'm saying? Those are the type of resources I'm talking about. When you have resources, what you can do is go and get the tenants and things that you need to fix our school. That's why I gave this economic plan out. You see what I'm saying? Because we have no resources. We're not going to sit here and play with ourselves and play these word semantics. I know I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here telling you today, we have no resources, and that's an actual fact. And the reason why I say that is because for the simple fact, you have a lot going on. Let me give you a compensation example, and you can look on page 2. That's why I gave it out to you. A compensation example of how to generate an economic plan and have resources is, all right? We deal with the science of per capita, a Latin term for coming within. You need to understand that we a nation, we should have some per capita. You know what I'm saying? And the time that we're in the 21st century, and we still, whenever there's an event like yesterday, and I commend all of y'all that came to the event that we put together for our brother, you know, but not to get sidetracked. I commend y'all, and that was peace. Like yesterday, here it is. We didn't do this time. Righteous Mathematics talked to me, I talked to him. I was like, yo, they didn't want the guards to go down there or whatever to go to El Sombar's joint. You know, it's going home service and stuff like that. So I said, let's have one up here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I said, let's have one up here. And we ain't go on Facebook, we ain't do GoFundMe or none of that. We came out of our pockets, all of us. And not just him, Black Son, a bunch of us. Realistic, Amar, the list goes on. Mahadi, a bunch of us, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm talking about. As a nation supreme, as we are, because we are a nation supreme, you know what I'm saying? We need, like I said, pure capital coming from us, not from District 10, not from nobody else, because we can do it. And this plan that I gave out, it can be done. Now let's listen to the computation. A mandatory members fee a month of Wisdom Cipher of $20 from each of us every month. If it's 1,000 gods and 1,000 earths, you know how much money that is a month? That's 20,000. All right? You follow me? That's 20,000. Now, if you do that for a year, that's 240,000. We won't have to go to nobody, and that's coming from us. Okay? That'll be coming from us, those that's true and living. And along with this, you know, perks will come with that. When I say perks, what it means? Allah said you got to give it the time, son. You know what I'm saying? You got to be swift and trade yet remaining to stand perpendicular on your what? Your square, regardless of whom or what. So, with that being said, you pay that dues, you get official 5% nation, Allah's 5% nation and God's on earth ID card. When we'll have money for events, and those that's members that pay, you'll be able to get in some of them events free. You'll get a discount and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And then just look at them numbers. What I said, 240,000 a year. A year. My brother back there, a law of mathematics, told me that him and the other guard is trying to go get a loan for about that amount. Now guess what? If we love this the way we say we are, you know what I'm saying? I was talking to a few brothers yesterday, telling them, I was like, you know what's wrong, God? When we used to be in Harriet Tubman, and we go to the parliaments, you can look across the street, and what do you see?
Us.
How many though? More people across the street than in the parliament.
Sometimes.
Right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, true indeed. Now, if you could do what you do, that's you. Some of y'all ain't get to understand it yet. Because again, Allah said, son, one day you got to become right and exact. You know what I'm saying? right and exact, not righteous, not the God, not the earth. You know what I'm saying? So you need to really think about this. You really need to think about it because it's sad that we're in this way like this. It's sad that every time somebody go home, they doing GoFundMes and stuff like that. And it shouldn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So we need resources. If you could go, like I said, across the street and take 50 and take 20, take 5, 10 and do whatever you're going to do, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But you love this though. You love this though, right? So why should you let it be like this? We can change this. And when you dissatisfied, it do what? It bring about what? A change. Dissatisfaction bring about a change. We can change this. Come on, all minds supposed to think is one. There's only one God, and his proper name is Allah. You know what I'm saying? We Allah's 5% at the end of the day. Most of y'all quote that knowledge equality degree in a 1 to 40 and think that shit talking about y'all. That's not talking about you. That's talking about 5% of the people on the planet know who the true and living God is. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm lying? What the end of that degree say? What do it say? Civilized people. Don't forget that. It's for a reason. You see what I'm saying? That's the distinguish right there. Like I said, we Allah's 5%. When you go somewhere and people see this flag, and if you true and living, they're going to recognize you as the God. Allah's 5%. Yeah. You know, still today in Harlem, a lot of places I go, if I'm walking around, people will walk by me and they'll go, wow, peace. I ain't know y'all still do that. I ain't know you still got on a flag and stuff like that.
Where's Bond?
You know what I'm saying? Boom, I know pudding. You know how many people told me that? In fact, last year, when I was doing the tour, a dude stopped me. And I lit his ass up, trying to tell me, oh yeah, nah, what's his name? Walter Baker wasn't right here. I said, first of all, you wasn't here when I started. I did take him around the corner to 27th Street, not too far, right where it was at. You know? And then he apologized. All that's on video. But I don't glorify that. I'm just going showing y'all certain things as I go. But it's very serious that we think about this. You know what I'm saying? Because we can get ourselves out of this without trusting somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Without trusting somebody else coming in. Because like the God said, why all of a sudden now you want to come and try to help us make this a landmark? You see what I'm saying? You got to think. You got to really think about these things when people just come out doing it. And again, power build years. Look at that, power build years. And with this plan, this foolproof plan that I'm talking about, you ain't never got to worry about nothing. When I'm not here, when you ain't here, some of us may be here. You got to understand one thing. We have to preserve this for the young. Because when that other 44 years up, let me tell you what they're going to come and say and do. They're going to come and say, like Barry Gutman said in his letter from 2003, if the place was ever to get sold, they would be the first to be asked. But guess what? They would come and ask us, but if you ain't got the money, you can't buy it. So after that 99-year lease is up, this is gone. So we have to deal with the signs of now, nation, or end. Not tomorrow, not the next day, now, nation, or end. And understand something. A nation is a group of people who share the same common thoughts, customs, and way of life, which is our culture, the culture of our God. You need to understand that. We all supposed to share this. And what's so sad is that you know, Allah Shah and Born Truth or whoever, they got a problem. The problem is so strong that we can't even come together as one. It's sickening to me. I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? We can't come together as one. Oh, he from Pelon, or he from New Jerusalem. I don't fuck with that dude, and this and that. Fuck all that. Excuse my language. Fuck all that. The time is now. Again, like I said, this is the time now. Put aside all your differences, whatever you got with somebody, and build to be born. Add on, you know, because we need this. And another thing, many might not like this, but I don't give a damn. Like Sahim used to say, firstborn Sahim. The truth is not here for you to like. It's absolute. All right? It's not here for you to like. All right? I'm going to tell you this. Again, years, months, and days, 58 years going by, and I keep saying that because I wanted to sink in. How long we've been in this position. You know what I'm saying? You got mad brothers and sisters, sell the flag, sell pictures with a large justice like this, you know, sell all kinds of pamphlets, t-shirts, hats, shoes, everything.
3 tables at the rally.
Everything. But you know what? Not one person give a red cent back to this nation. All that shit got to stop, whether you like it or not. Now let me show you another time compensation example. Let's just say him had 400 t-shirts or something, he sell them at $15. That's some money. You see what I'm saying? That's some money there. We'll just say estimate, let's just say, you know, he made like 15,000. A nation, a 5% nation of gods and earth, mandatory 1% free for anybody that sell any of that stuff. Because what you're doing, you selling our arteries. That's our legacy. You selling it and you capitalizing and you profiting off yourself, but you ain't thinking about this nation. But you love this. You see what I'm saying? You need to understand that. And the 1%, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. You sit up here, you sell $3,500 worth of stuff. Come on, we wouldn't have to go to nobody. Let's just say 5 brothers and 3 sisters. The sisters sold crowns or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And selling the crown for $30. You know what I'm saying? And she make about, let's say $5,000. 1% of that go to the nation. This is what I'm saying. So you gotta understand that, man. We need to come together and really think about this. That's why I gave it out for y'all. And it's not gonna happen overnight. See, that's what a parliament is for. You know, they used to be universal parliaments. I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I taught from Medina. It was called universal parliament because you had man, woman, and child present. Okay? You had the whole universe here. But if you look in here, you got man and woman, God and earth. There's really no children present when you come to these joints. And you want me to tell you why? I'm going to tell you why. You know, we got a lot of lit professors. We got a lot of people that talk that talk. We got a lot of people, again, I'm about this, but you want to be around the corner outside when it's time to build. You know what I'm saying? And add on. You know, I remember a time, and all of y'all out here that have been here as long as me know, I remember a time when you had to bring at least 10 people with you to these parties. And I was young. I probably was like 15 or 16 then. You know what I'm saying? I'm power understanding now.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not. And another thing, health-wise, we got sisters and brothers going home. This will help for that too. With that kind of, listen, man, with that type of goal, we can do anything we want. You'll see inside here. You know what I'm saying? You'll see inside this bill that I gave y'all. You know, because I don't want to take up all the time. Other people want to add on. I'm a bill. I know. You know, but you will see inside here, man. We could change this. Come on, y'all already know. If you know your lessons, we could destroy heaven in one day. Word up. And the devil that exists with us is stagnating our growth and our development of this nation. And it has been for X amount of years. X amount of years. We always got naysayers. Brothers put together something and say, yeah, well, I'm going to add on. I'm going to do this and that. You got people, nah. That ain't how it go. This and that. Well, how it go? It don't go with you saying, nah, I don't like him. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Y'all know what an honorary 5% is? Do anybody in here know? Got knowledge about what an honorary 5%? Well, let me tell you something. Allah had a lot of honorary 5%s who he used to go to for certain resources and stuff like that. And one of them, I know all of y'all know. If you don't know, you heard about him. Guard Carr. All right? Harlem Prep.
That's right.
He was one of the first ones with a big flag in his office with his name on it. Listen, man, I told y'all before, when I get up here, Bill, you better bet your bottom dollar, I guarantee you, 99.7% I'm right and exact. And anything I tell you, don't take me on face value. Go research it. Because I was taught by the best. 50 grades. Some of them is here. Some of them is gone.
Peace.
You know? And I'm up here building like this because it hurts. It hurts. And not only that, the school is our legacy. Allah gave us that. He got it. He got it for the works of him and his sons. Him and his sons. They went out there and was risking their lives. And that's why Mayor Lindsay gave him that school. As a reward. Y'all know what justice is. A reward of penalty for one act of deeds. You know what I'm saying? Just I see equality. It's not fair, man. It's not fair. And just to add to that other part about people, years, months, and days, it got to the point where we even got people that's not even part of our nation out there with shirts with a law on it, this one just selling it and stuff like that, and not doing anything. I'm going to give you some history. See, I'm going to give you my history. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you my history. I'm going to give you some history. And my brothers is gone, and I love them. 125th, Africans had a bunch of shirts with a large justice on it. They even had the one with the firstborn in front of the cleaners. You know, in front of the cleaners, you know, holding the baby, and he had another shirt with Old Man Jess on it. So Allah came to me in Universal Justice. He said, yo, God, there's Africans over there that got shirts. What I do, because who I am, I go right over, and I know the whole script, because at the time I was hustling, doing my thing up there. I went right to him and told him, I was like, yo, you can't sell that. If you sell that, every shirt you sell, we need $5 off it. You see what I'm saying? This is the type of mindset you got to think about. You capitalizing off this nation, come on. We ain't going to allow that. You know, I mean, it's been going on for a long time, but we got to get with the times, man. We got to get with Bill, God.
Nah, sir, I totally agree with that, God, because look how long it's taking to do the tank. That, you know, that Born Black and the other brothers asked just for $100, and $100, anybody spending like nothing. You know, $100 really not nothing. You know, so we need to cooperate more, like you're saying. I see why you're so passionate about that. Brothers need to add on, God.
Indeed, indeed, God. You know, and for these people who are not part of our nation that's joining, inside this proposal also, inside there it says for them, they need to come and register. Come and register with us and get that permission to do that and be charged a 5% free, regardless of whom or what. You know?